Hello, everyone, and welcome. It is Wednesday, the Wednesday before July 4th. So the crew got together today and we said, you know what? Easy topic, American meteorites. So whether it's a fall or a find, we're going to show you some meteorites in our personal collection today and tell you a little bit of stories behind them. We have a really serious collector in the house, Roberto Vargas, with his collection. He's going to actually show us his cabinet and then focus in on a few of them. So that is a treat. Stay tuned for that one. Pat, if you would, could you highlight my camera? The algorithm says I need to show sexy meteorites right now. I'm also going to be a little cheeky about it because the meteorites are for sale. I won't charge for the education. But just so you see, this is Admire. This is from Kansas. This is 169 grams, so 170 gram Admire Pallasite. And that's kind of what I decided to show today because there's so many American meteorites. I decided, you know what? I'm going to show all one type. So I'm showing all Pallasites today. Admire is known for its fragmented olivine. So when you see you don't really see any large pockets of olivine. You see all this crushed up, captured energy in there, which I think is absolutely stunning. This one is completely transparent or translucent as well. So that's a slice of Admire. Here is another slice of Admire. And again, this one is available. This is 240 grams. And this has a huge olivine pocket on it. That's not really normal for Admire. Look at that beautiful, huge
Oh,
olivine.
wow.
And it
With
has
some
that beautiful,
darker areas too.
yeah.
That's wild.
That's a really unique slice of
Yeah.
Admire.
Can can olivine get shocked black?
It can, yeah.
Because
Yes.
there's more over here.
Shock darkened. Yeah.
Look at the metal in there. It's just a beautiful etch, beautiful small little pattern in there. Yeah. So this, I love to see that little metal squeeze in between that huge olivine right there. You can definitely see this was one rock that just crammed on there. Maybe another one hit here. Yeah, this is really, really beautiful stuff. And again, this is translucent. Not as translucent, but there it is. Now I wanted to show one that's from my personal collection. This is not as big and it's not as, here, I'm going to cover that up. It's not as big and it's not as translucent. It happens to be an end cut. And I'll show you the rest of the ID tag in a second of why this is so special to me. All right. I actually reached out and made contact with the owner of the farm. And Jerry Calvert sent me this piece. I had to buy it, but I bought it directly from the owner of the land.
Oh, cool.
Yes. He's an older gentleman now, getting advanced in years. And he actually wrote a little letter, a little note with the piece saying that he is the owner of the farm that it was found on, or one of the pieces was found on. I don't want to be so bold as all that was found there, but this is my small piece of Admire, American Pallasites from Kansas, actually from the owner of the farm. So Jerry Calvert, thank you very, very much for hooking me up with that. It's super special still. We are going to continue on our American path right now with Travis Miller. Travis is going to show us Brandon. Brandon's not his son or his neighbor or his barbecue buddy. How you doing, buddy? How are you, man?
Doing great, having fun here. Yep, Brandon. So I'm pretty sure that this probably hasn't been featured on one of these show and tells yet. But here we go. Here is Brandon. So Brandon is a meteorite from Nebraska. So my home state here.
Nice.
This meteorite was found in my birth month and birth year, about an hour and a half away from where I was born at. So
Cool.
Oh, wow.
kind of pretty special for me here. It's
Yeah.
also a fairly rare type of meteorite too. This is one of 9 approved meteorites that is classified as an L6/7. And out of those 9, 4 of them are from Antarctica. And then out of those 5, there are 2 from Western Australia. There's one from Seagraves, Texas, one from Shaw, Colorado, one from Nebraska. And 2 of those are less than 10 grams each. And the other ones are 17 kilos, 76 kilos, and then Brandon was 7.58 kilos. So pretty rare as far as the numbers of finds, but the ones that matter were pretty big. So this is kind of a neat one. This is only a 0.8 grams, so pretty small. But I kind of walked into this when I was brand new, getting into this last year. I was buying a different meteorite and was asked if I wanted to have a piece of Brandon as well. So I absolutely said yes. And so far, it's the only one that I've seen available. So it's pretty
I've
nice.
never heard of it myself, so congratulations on that.
Nebraska only has 50 meteorite falls and finds, and the last one was in 1999. So it's been quite a while since Nebraska's had anything come up. This is just a little like a pie cut out of a slice here. So pretty nice. Little
If you
piece.
bring that to the Meteorite Mansion, we can butterfly it for you.
Oh, I bet you can.
And
I
if you
think
give it to Mike Kelly, he'll make you 8-pin sections.
there you go.
Wow.
I kind of like it the way it is. Maybe if I get a larger piece, but
Yeah.
this one's pretty special for me with all of the stats that it comes with there. But yeah, that is Brandon, Nebraska.
Well done, man. I definitely appreciate it. That's from where you were born. So
Yeah, about an hour and a half away during the same month and same year.
man, that's great. We're going to transition now to the telling part of the show with Uncle Patty explaining something to us. I just heard the great news or terrible news, however you want to describe it, that another meteorite has been found in Chandler, Arizona, and it's been classified by Lawrence Garvey at the Busick Center for Meteorites. I don't know anything more really about it other than it's named Chandler B. And
Yes.
it's kind of weird because usually we see NWA 001, 00, and it counts that way. I've seen some places, like I remember my friend Travis, hope you're feeling well, hope your surgery went well yesterday. I gave him a collector set of Travis A and Travis B. And I didn't really think about it at the time. Is it just 2 rocks in the same field that were found separately, and now there's Chandler and Chandler B. So first off, if you know anyone who has Chandler, no, why are they calling it Chandler B and not Chandler 002?
Right. So before we did dense collection areas, uh, meteorites were named after the nearest post office. And there were some cases in Texas and New Mexico in particular, because they have a lot of meteorites found there, where they found another meteorite close to the same post office. And so before the dense collection area, the way they handled that was the first one got changed to A, and later ones were B and C and D. And there's one spot in Texas where there's, I don't know, 6 or something that all got letters. Okay. And so Chandler B is an H6. It was a single stone find. It was classified by Lawrence Garvey. And the history on it in the Met Bowl is found by 13-year-old David Bustos in 1988 in his horse pasture in the southern part of Chandler. Exact find coordinates unknown. But it went on to be classified and just published today in the Meteoritical Bulletin.
I will be doing my research. I will be contacting Dr. Garvey, asking for any favor I can. I will have Chandler. I will rename mine Chandler A and put it next to my new piece of Chandler B. So it will be written, so it shall be done. Congrats!
Yeah, so Chandler B is a 108-gram
Wow.
single stone find.
Wow, I'm super excited about that. Thank you for the report, Pat. We're going to come to you later for some non-American stuff, but we had to get you in the show American style.
Lovingly jealous, by the way. That's too cool that you get two from your hometown.
I'm almost like we need to disconnect right now so I can go handle my business. I'll come back to you guys in a minute. I mean, like literally, this when I heard it, I was instantly like super surprised, excited, and then instantly depressed and budgeted. I'm like, shit.
Yes, so we've got David Pinsky with an American meteorite. Go ahead, Dave.
These are all taken on my microscope. So this is Mifflin. I remember Mifflin because I heard the news reports. I have a friend in Chicago who was driving home and saw the fireball. And a ton of stuff came down in Mifflin. A few of them, I think, are hammerstones, meaning they are meteorites that struck a human-made object. So most of the time it's a roof or a barn or something like that. And that preceded Socotoline, and so then at the time that was the big famous one that was a big fall in an area that had a lot of people. So it's an L5 chondrite. It fell on April 14th of 2010, and these are all subgram, and this one you can tell it's a bit of a breccia. So there's all kinds of stuff going on, and it just seems like a theme with a lot of meteorites that have fallen lately that they're breccias. Though this one I didn't see. I know I have a very small sampling, but I didn't see a lot of shock in this shock veins. But you see angular clasts and not a lot of chondrules in this. Here's another one that shows the two different types of material, and there you have this brighter material, and maybe this is a shock vein right here. I don't know.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah.
That is really beautiful breccia right there, man.
Yeah, that's a really, really nice one. The darker area, from everything I've heard, is all this more shocked material, and then this is less shocked. But as you can see, there's very few, if any, visible chondrules in this. So, I mean, the way I see it, it could have even been an L6. Maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know. There's more than just seeing chondrules. That takes that consideration. And I have one that has fusion crust. So the other side has, so it's kind of like an end cut, a subgram end cut. I'll take what I can get.
Wow.
So yeah, the typical fusion crust on this. And then the other side looks like this. Again,
Oh my God.
same kind of thing. Who knows? It almost looks like a little bit of a melt. Really, really interesting meteorite. I wish I had a bigger piece, but what are you gonna do? I couldn't get anything bigger. They were really expensive. But I did, since my friends saw the fireball, I bought another small piece when they were available and sent it over to him. So, he has a meteorite, a piece of a meteorite, after seeing the fireball, which is, I don't know, I've never had that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was a cool thing. And so this is Mifflin. I guess this is what's considered our Chelyabinsk.
Wow. That is absolutely beautiful.
Mhm.
I'm going to have to search out a piece now, because if they're all brecciated like that, now you're talking my cup of tea right there. I like that.
Cal has a few, not just one, but a few. So you want to take it away, Cal?
Okay, thank you very much, Dave. So this is Weston, which was the first witness fall in the then fledgling United States. It fell on December 14th, 1807, in a town that is very near to where I spent 30 years in Connecticut. And so this is, I believe, an H4.
Oh, wow.
And it happens to be crusted.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Wow.
So it's a small historical meteorite here. First fall in the witness fall in the United States.
That is amazing. And that's a perfect, that is the perfect meteorite for today, honestly, as we're going into the 4th of July break. So thank you very much for that one, man.
Okay. And continuing the theme with falls, this is Peekskill.
Oh,
This little slice of Peekskill, which in 1992, early October, it slammed into the trunk of a car in a driveway in Westchester County, New York. So very, very famous fall.
it actually increased. I keep on waiting for one to hit my truck so I can increase the value of my truck. But that Malibu, it was the Malibu that it hit, right, Cal?
Yes, it was a Chevy Malibu, a used one that a young woman had just purchased and was in her parents' driveway. And it just missed the gas tank, by the way, the impact. Anyway, the meteorite became the property of her parents because those were her parents owned the land, but the car was hers, and so she was able to sell it. And from what I understand, there's actually a website that you can actually go and rent the car for your special event.
Oh, man.
So I don't know if it's going to be in Madison Square Garden for Taylor and Travis's wedding, but
Well, it's kind of weird that I know people who have hubcaps, or not hubcaps, but lug nuts from that car, and I'm jealous. Yeah. Wow, that's a beautiful one. Peekskill.
Topher, those
Peekskill.
lug nuts are probably worth more than your truck.
I know. Yeah.
Okay, got here a fairly good size
Ooh.
HL4, relatively rare classification. This is Haxton. It's a find from Colorado. And this is a good size piece for my collection, which tends to be on the small side in terms of
Can you
specimen.
repeat the classification type again for me, please?
H/L4.
H/L4. So it's mainly H, but it borders on the L line as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. And because it's a 4, you still have a lot of really nice to find chondrules.
Mm-hmm.
Let's flip it over. It could use a Topher lap job.
Which is different than a lap dance. Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking, you know what? You should come out, you should bring it to the Meteorite Mansion and let us polish it up for you. That's where we do all of our free polishing.
Okay. Here's an iron, and this happens to be from Four Corners.
Wow.
Cool.
I do not have this one in my collection.
And so it's one of those nifty places. He's sort of a unique place in the United States here.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the ones that you can talk about with cool place names.
Cal, on that one, it's named after Four Corners, which is border of 4 states that have 90-degree corners to them.
That's
Name the
correct.
4 states.
Okay. You've got Utah, New Mexico, Arizona, and Colorado.
You are correct, sir. Very well done. Is it a silicated iron, or is it just an iron, or is it like I'm seeing?
It's
That's not just.
I think it's the 2D, and so
Wow.
I think it's silicated. And finally, for an interesting place name, of course, I got nothing.
Nothing, Arizona.
Nothing, Arizona.
Yep.
I can only imagine what it's like there.
Is
Yeah.
like nothing there.
I drive by it all the time on the way to Kingman area.
So that's what I have for today's Americana show and tell.
Very awesome. I super appreciate it.
I just looked it up to see what the current population was, and it is 0. They reached their peak in the 1970s at 4 people.
Oh,
Oh
they
my
used to have
God.
a gift shop there to hook tourists, just to get something, a postcard with the name on it.
Wow.
I guess it's not there anymore, though.
I
Just the ruins of the building.
Mm.
It's on the
Wow.
way to Kingman.
That was a really great show and tell, Cal. Thank you.
thank you very much.
You're quite
Appreciate
welcome.
that. Yeah, I have to mention my generous benefactor, John Humphreys. I went to buy a sample of Nothing Arizona from him, and he actually says, "No, I got this one," and sent it to me in the mail. So thank you for the box of nothing, John. Got that about a week and a half ago.
I'm introducing Mike Kay, who's got
Ooh.
a interesting meteorite monument draw.
So this is a thin section of Monument Draw. So Monument Draw was found in 1985. It's a Texas meteorite. And I figured I wanted to show this one today because it holds the distinction of being one of the only 2 Acapulcoites ever found in the United States. So you have Monument Draw at a little over 500 grams. And then coming in at a paltry 1 gram and change is Superior Valley 14 in California. So we were talking a little at the pre-show about primitive achondrites. So this is one of those primitive achondrites. And so you can see it's got olivine and pyroxene and iron and troilite all mixed in there. And this piece, I enjoyed getting this because I actually got this off of a Texas collector, Bradley Carter. Who has a very extensive Texas collection. And when he upgraded, he was nice enough to hook me up with this 0.19 gram piece that I got. And off of that 0.19 grams, I kept a hand specimen and made a full section slide. And what's nice about this is they discuss in the write-up, that these things were primitive achondrites. So a chondritic precursor got whacked, partially melted, didn't completely melt, and you had regional melting like Pat was talking about earlier. And so what happens was a lot of the iron and troilite melted and flowed. So you can see this vein going through here. And that is not a shock vein. That is a metal vein going through the material. Whereas the silicates, the olivine and the pyroxenes, didn't reach a high enough temperature to melt all that stuff. So it stayed together, broke up for the most part. So you don't really see chondrules in here. But this meteorite is noted as having relic chondrules. So if the sample was large enough, I might have gotten one of those. But again, this is off of a 0.19. Since there's only a total of 500 grams, there's really not much out there. So getting any is an impressive feat for this American Acapulcoite.
Wow.
And that's what I wanted to share. So without further ado, next on the list is Patty, and she has Wadsworth from Ohio.
So, so this arrived in the mail today after a very long trip around the United States. This is one of Marissa's finds,
Oh wow.
and
That's cool.
she shipped it to me about a week and a half ago, and it went to New Jersey, San Francisco, Spokane, San Francisco, Yakima, Spokane. It went right past Walla Walla, so we don't get to do the Bugs Bunny thing. But this is a small individual, fully crusted of the monomiced eucrite from Ohio. This one fell on St. Patrick's Day.
Wow. Some of
That
those
is-
inclusions are shining through the through the fusion crust or something.
Yes, yeah. And so the light colored material in it actually has a different color of fusion crust. Sorry, this is a round rock, and I've got depth of field and focus issues here because of the magnification. But if you look in the upper left, you can see some of those crystals with a dark green over it. And so the fusion crust in some parts of the rock is black, but over those lighter colored crystals, the fusion crust is olive drab green.
Jeez, this is a weird eucrite, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it is. It is. Okay, and then I had one more, and I'm cheating a little bit.
Did you give the weight of that one? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is 0.743 grams. So
And
it's
it's
about
complete and fusion crusted. All right. Thank
completely
you, man.
fusion crusted. Yeah, yeah. And this one, this is my cheater here. This was lapped and polished in the U.S., but the meteorite itself actually came from Northwest Africa. Last week, I was lucky enough to win 2 slices of an unclassified ordinary chondrite that Topher had lapped and polished at the Meteorite Mansion in 2023. And looking at these under the microscope is really wild. This is a bright field image of one of the sulfide nodules out of this meteorite. And look at all of the gorgeous detail and grain in all the little bits of sulfides kind of crammed together. It's an amazing looking meteorite. And then if we cruise down here a little bit, more sulfides with amazing detail.
It almost looked like plates of them.
Yes, yeah, they do look like plates, and they have junctions in between the plates. And then there's some metal. The metal shows very, very white.
Yeah.
How does this, the H or the L?
This one, I think, was probably an L. It has a lot of sulfides, but not a whole lot of metal. And as we change the lighting, so this is bright field, and if we turn that off and shine an LED flashlight in there, now all of a sudden, we can still see the sulfides, and the metal bit is dark now, but now we can actually see the olivine grains beside that piece of sulfides. So I have some more work to do to set up dark field illumination, because Topher did such a fantastic job of lapping and polishing these. They are just absolutely gorgeous under the microscope.
Wow. Thank you, man. I'm loving watching this, because when I had him in my hand and I was checking him out, even zooming in on him to show him off, I was still perplexed as to what I was seeing in there. It's just it's ordered chaos. It's like someone went in there and stirred chaos into the way it should be. I don't know. It's beautiful. Yeah. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, we told you by the end of the show we're going to go to Roberto Vargas with his amazing collection. And you're going to have to wait a little bit longer, because I'm going to go and then he's going to go. See what I got in there? Pat, if you would please highlight my camera. I'm going to show another Pallasite from America. Can anyone name this Pallasite?
I can.
Can anyone besides Sue name this Pallasite?
I
It's a
can.
single stone. Who's that?
Roberto.
Roberto, what are we looking at, man?
We're looking at Albin.
Yes, we are. A single stone from, oh my God, Wyoming, right? Yeah, Wyoming. Yeah. But really beautiful. It could be a little bit mistaken for Admire, but no, this is beautiful. This one is available for sale, so I want to call that out. If you'd like to grab this, there's the price tag. It does have a coating on it to protect it, but beautiful. That one is 36 grams. This one is also available, and this was kind of cool. This one came from an old collection. This one is 2,600. This one came from an old collection that became available at the Tucson show. It was a collector. It was a scientist's personal collection. And when it became available, I happened to be there, and I stood up and said, "This is the one piece I want." Well, it was twice as big. It was 3 times as big as this. Dr. Ralph and I went in on it. It was, I think that was 4 times white when we butterflied it twice. And what's super cool about it is beautifully translucent.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And you can see the metal on it is different than the metal on the other Pallasites. It looks, yeah, it doesn't look as harsh lines and stuff. But yeah, absolutely beautiful, beautiful material. A lovely, lovely meteorite. So if you're from Wyoming, you got to have this. And then
nice etch. Nice etch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my personal one. So this is 33 grams, and this sits in the top shelf of my Pallasite.
That's gorgeous.
Thank you, babe.
Lots of different colors in the olivines, greens and honeys and browns.
It actually looks like it could use a little bit of work. The coating on it is a little bit cloudy up here. Wow. I might have to get a professional's opinion on that. I hope I can find a meteorite professional. Huh. All right. So that is Albin. That is Wyoming. A single meteorite, a single stone meteorite. And it was really cool because I was at Busick Center for Meteorite Studies one time, and I saw the main mass there, and it's hardly cut. So I'm very glad that some became available and is on the market right now. We are about to get out of here, so thanks for watching, guys. No. We got the man, the myth, the legend. We made you wait till the last minute so you didn't scoot out early on us. And that's because we love you so much. Roberto Vargas, everyone. How are you, man?
Woo!
What's up, guys? How's everyone doing?
Hi, Roberto.
Hey there.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
So, yeah, I wanted to be here for the U.S. meteorites because that is what I collect. That's my personal collection. So, Weston versus U.S. Witness Fall. We've got like a carbonaceous chondrite back there, Murray from Kentucky with provenance from Smithsonian Institution. My Weston is listed in Inninger's book.
Yeah. See, Roberto, that's what I wanted. Let's go. I don't want. We don't have time to go through all of them. But
No.
You can't just go this quick. You can't. I mean, seriously, like you're talking about stuff that is the provenance of it is famous.
Yeah.
Like it's captured in books. It's captured. These COAs are captured on the copies of other books. Like you have an absolutely amazing collection here. Look, there's Peekskill. There's the, I told you.
There's a whole lug nut. Yeah.
Sorry, go right ahead, man.
Yeah, these are all U.S. hammerstones. So Park
Oh,
Forest, Peekskill, Titusville, New Orleans, Wolcott, another Connecticut one. That's my home state. Claxton hit a mailbox. That's a full slice of Warden. Warden hit another car, another red car.
wow.
Whetstone Mountain featured. This slice is featured in this book. We heard about Mifflin earlier. That's a piece of Mifflin found by Steve Arnold while
Is,
filming
is
Meteorite.
yours brecciated as well?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, beautiful, man. Wow.
These are really nicely displayed too.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Norton County with Helsinki numbers on it. Oh, this one's cool. I don't know if you can see the fall date on that.
Oh, July 4th. Nice.
Yeah.
So U.S. witness fall from
On July 4th.
Wisconsin fell on July 4th.
Wow.
Pasamonte, Johnstown, and then over here. Here's the cool thing about some of these is that I've actually found them. So so I found this piece of Muskogee Mifka,
Oh my
the
God.
Oklahoma fall. This one was found next to human remains, not by me. I found that piece of Wadsworth, that piece of Amo, this piece of McDonough I found.
Wow.
And then down here we have got La Posa Plain, a little Esterville,
Ooh.
some other pieces back there.
Esterville, Mesosiderite from
Yeah,
Iowa. Yeah.
Portales Valley in the back there.
Oh, beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah, Beardsley, Creston. So that actually is something I wanted to talk about. So Creston and Weston are actually parts of the title of this book, which if you collect U.S. Witness Falls is like a Bible. I have several copies of this.
Frank Cressy.
Yeah, Frank Cressy wrote that book and he's working on another one.
Oh wow.
That's a full slice of Willamette.
My God.
The main mass of that is at the American Natural History.
Very non-subtle flex right there.
Yeah. These aren't falls. These are we're moving a little bit on to finds, but
on that Willamette, sorry, that is super special and super rare. I'm going to tell a little bit of the story. You correct me and tell the rest. The stone was found on tribal land, but it was moved to somewhere else. And it's very sacred. None of this rock got out except for like one or two pieces that fell off or during transit, and it's very hard to get. You have to be one of the Indians to actually party with it once a year.
So this is what the mass looked like. It's actually currently still at the American Museum of Natural History, and it looks like this. This piece came off the top right there, which I have pictures of at the American Museum of Natural History. Originally, it was found on logging country, actually, that before that was Native American, and then transported over to the guy who found its land, and then there was a legal battle between him and the logging company, huge thing, and then finally it was sold to the museum, the American Museum of Natural History. And then there was a legal battle with the Native Americans who said that they had known the Clackamas tribe. They had known about it for, centuries and used it for tribal purposes and ceremonial purposes to like charge their arrowheads and things like that. So at that point, the museum agreed to let the Clackamas come visit it, and they agreed never to cut it. But right before that happened, Daryl Pitt, the owner of the Makovich collection, was able to trade a Martian Fall Governor Valdez for, I think it was like a 28 kilo piece that came off the top of there. And I've spoken to the people at the American Museum of Natural History, and they've made it very clear that that will never happen again.
Yeah.
And then Beaver was a doorstop meteorite at a prison in Oklahoma. So this meteorite sat as a doorstop in a prison, and then one day somebody was like, "Hey, that looks like a meteorite," and they went and they got it tested, and sure enough, yep, meteorite.
Very cool.
Yep. So, yeah. Witness
Wow.
Falls are my thing. US stuff is kind of my thing. There's also Stephen Amara isn't with us today, but Stephen Amara found the second meteorite from Massachusetts. There are only two, and he took me out there, and I found that little piece.
Cool.
But those are pieces of Barnstable, Massachusetts, one of only 2 meteorites from Massachusetts.
That is awesome.
That was my first U.S. witness fall find. Piece of Cranfield. So yeah.
Wow. How much do you charge admission to your house just to come in for us to take a look at everything and not touch it, but breathe on it heavily?
Absolutely free. You're ever in my neighborhood, you give me a call.
Nice. I appreciate that. And Roberto, you are quite serious about meteorites. This is your life now. You used to be a provider of mental health.
Yep.
Now you've dedicated your entire life to this, and that room is like a dream, a cave. There's so many stories and so many little facts and little tidbits of information that bring those meteorites to life hundreds of years after they've fallen and were collected, in addition to the ones that you picked up just last year yourself. So big kudos and congratulations to you. We're not going to let you get out of here showing off all that beauty without putting you to work. So
Sure.
I'm going to highlight you.
Sure.
He has no idea what's coming.
I'm a little sweaty. It's hot. It's Connecticut. It got real hot all of a sudden.
You look hot. Roberto Vargas, world traveler, meteorite expert, collector, hunter, IMCA president. Could you give us a 30-second sales pitch for the IMCA, please?
Yeah, the IMCA is a great organization. We're a nonprofit organization. We like to promote outreach and education in the ethical collection, curation, and market of meteorites. We have members from over 40 countries, over 440 members. We're run by a board. As I said, we're a nonprofit, so that's kind of typical. If you want to be a member, all you need to do is have 2 recommendations from existing members sent to recommend@imca.cc, and then we'll send you an application, and we'll get you an IMCA number. Dues are $20 a year. We have an IMCA dinner every year in February. Yeah, if you're a member, you're invited to join. Thank you for
Awesome. Always got to pitch the club, man. Always got to pitch the club.
I mean, the thing is, you put me on the spot. Like
I know.
There was no.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm one take Topher. You had your one take.
Well, you got my one take. Yeah.
Hey guys, thank you all very much for helping us with the American edition of Meteorites. I had a blast, and I like these ones where we can go around the horn. Everyone introducing someone else. The control that I gave up was hurting me, but it was really cool to try something new, and we're gonna work on it a little bit more for you guys. So in the upcoming weeks, you're gonna see a more cyclical circle of conversation rather than me spoken hubbing it to everyone. But everyone, thank you so much for spending your evening with us. Have a great week, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.